Hi guys, this is chess expert Oliver here. Today I'm going to show you this game I was playing against a friend of mine, also a chess expert, at the local club. Standard 90-minute game. We reached this endgame. Where's the best move for black? So there's a few possibilities. If you were thinking a king move to maintain the position, you were probably either thinking g6 or e6. They both fail, and the reason why is obviously e6 is the weaker option because the king is going to gain control of g5 immediately, and as of right now it's impossible to save the h7 pawn. If the king tries to advance, this is going to be very difficult because these two connected 3 and b3 pawns create a 4 square barrier that's very hard to penetrate. So the next move will be h5, just advancing slowly but surely for white. Now the king is going to try and sneak around, maneuvering on d3 to pick off these pawns, but white will be there much faster, and actually white can even play c4 now. So we saw why e6 loses. What about king g6? This is equally as bad. The king's going to play e5, occupying a very critical square. Maybe a try would be f6, either f6 or f4, pushing the king back. Of course, you don't want to take with a pawn and then give up this h-pawn. So if f6, then the king will play e6. c4, if c5, white's just going to pick off that pawn, and then the c4 pawn will queen faster than black can make anything happen. If h5, then c5, right? And now we see it's here that black is in zugzwang, because any king move right now, f4, will be completely over. The difference now, recapturing f4 with the g3 pawn, is that this g5 square is shut off for black's mobility, and we can see clearly that this is winning for white. So h6 is the most complex out of all the variations we've looked at so far. The move is going to be h5, and after h5 there's not very many good moves left on the board. One idea that black has, which is c4, better would be, instead of recapturing, just to play b4. But even after b4, we see that white can't penetrate on g5, so h6 is okay. I think this is an equal position. There's just no way for anyone to really make progress. It's just kind of a cyclical maneuvering, right? We see the kings don't really have any way to break through. So h6 leads to a lot of complex variations. h5 is a critical move. You don't need to play it immediately. Black should not play h5 here. Now it's black's move, right? We see this again. Black is forced to give up either g5 or e5. If black were to try this, it doesn't matter, because after b4 or even b takes c4, black's just in the same position. So I'm going to show you the rest of the game now, and I'll show you the moves that were played, and these are also the best moves. I was pleased to find out. It's black to move here. We looked at everything except c4, and this is the best move. After c4, the point here is that it's white's move, and white has to do something about c4. White chose to recapture. After recapture, there's a very important move here, c5. If h5, this only prolongs. h6, we have the same position. What white chose in the game was king e3. After king e3, king e5, gaining control of the center. The next move, again, h5, doesn't do anything. I just play h6. So the next move was king f3. After king f3, now there's an important move. h5 massively reduces white's options. It has to be a king move, and any king move is weak. e3. I have a beautiful move here. f4. After f4, white recaptured, and I think white may have missed this beautiful zugzwang tactic. King f5. King f3, trying to hold on to the pawn. f6. And it was here that white resigned, because now wherever white chooses to play will actually be a decisive disadvantage. This is zugzwang because let's look at king e3, right? The h pawn drops. King g3. This also loses very quickly, right? Black is invading on very critical territory, right? Now white can no longer play f3. Black is minus almost 70 points in this position. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.